Ordering
It's the
to
same
go,
thing.
it is not the same thing.
I came for the experience.
I came for the experience, so I
I
sit down,
came
I
for the
enjoy it.
atmosphere, and now I'm like, I'm done with this. I still have food. I'll take the rest and finish it at home. This croqueta is so good. I'm gonna enjoy this on my couch watching some anime.
Then you order it to go.
So what's the difference? Yo he encontrado algo muy mal en España.
Tú has encontrado cosas en tu cabeza que están
No,
mal, pero no hay nada mal.
Este es muy mal y yo creo también tú agree conmigo.
Voy a estar de acuerdo contigo.
Sí, conmigo, porque no entiendo. Es que cuando afuera en el restaurante y comiendo, perfecta, ¿no? Porque la comida es muy, muy buena, ¿no?
Está rica, sí.
Sí, qué rico, qué rico. Vale, pero si no terminas tu comida, entonces no traen la casa. No puedo traer.
¿Tú quieres traer la comida del restaurante a casa?
Sí.
Pero porque vas al restaurante a cogerla y te vas a casa.
No perdí y coger. No.
Como hicimos ayer en el chino, no.
No.
Vale.
Comiendo, pero.
Vas al restaurante. Takeaway boxes.
Sí, takeaway. What is
Las llamamos aquí las cajas para el perro.
¿Cajas de who?
Del perro.
Of the dog?
Sí, for the dog. Doggy boxes.
Huh?
Vale. Hubo una época, there was a time in Spain where people didn't want to look poor, and there was a lot of worryiness about what the next person thought about you. So you wouldn't ask for the food to be taken home. You would say, ponme esto en una bolsa para el perro. Put this in a bag for the dog. And some people would take it to the dog, and some people just...
Ain't nobody taking it to the dog. You want the food, just take the food home. You paid for it.
Sí, pero...
No.
Mira, it used to happen in weddings. And I know this because I used to have a lot of friends that work in hostelería. By the way, do you have a word for hostelería in English?
¿Qué es hostelería?
Hostelería is the people that work in restaurants, whether it's cooks, servers, maitre d', whatever.
¿Qué decimos? Food and beverage. Pero yo creo hay una palabra para eso, pero no me acuerdo.
Okay, bueno, hostelería.
Hostelería.
In Spanish, sí. Entonces, I used to know a lot of people that work in hostelería, and they would make comments amongst themselves because, you know, when weddings happen, you have like the shrimps and like the big steaks and like fancy food, right? And so the older ladies would say, put this for the dog, and they will answer, ¿qué perro más fino tienes? Que le llevas gambas? Because they would take the shrimps for the dog. And so that was like kind of the joke. So it was not necessarily a cultural thing for us from like years and years and years. Now, however, it's being more done, not at the level of the US, but a new law just was put in place in April this year that restaurants are not supposed to waste any food. So if a client goes and says, hey, I want to take this to go, they actually are obligated to have, I think, espérate, without charging, because that was the other thing. Restaurants will charge for the container. Not all of them, but some of them will charge you for the container if you wanted to take it home.
Wait a minute.
So, now there's a law that they have to give it. Plus, there's a lot of more conscious about not wasting food. So
this all started because we went out to Madrid.
Sí.
We went to the city center. We ate out with some friends, and we had some what was that? Torreznos. Que muy bueno.
Estaban buenísimos.
Sí.
Pero era un
muy grande.
Platazo.
Y we wanted to take them home. I'm like, oh yeah, let's take these home or whatever.
Dice, pídelo para llevar. Y yo, no, yo que voy a pedir esto para llevar. Digo, cómetelo.
And the way she acts, she's like, this is the first time she actually spoke American in Spanish. I'm so sorry. I know we don't do this.
I did not say that.
She did.
Dije, perdona. No sé si tenéis cajas, Pero ¿puedes poner esto para llevar, por favor?
But why is that so embarrassing? I don't see why it's embarrassing. Like, if I pay for the food, that food is mine. Like, if I didn't finish it, I'm taking it home.
Yeah, but then you take it home and it's not as fresh anymore.
That's not the point. It's mine. That is the point.
Yeah,
I
but-
shouldn't be looked at weird because I'm taking what I paid for. Do you look at everyone that orders food for takeout and they come and pick up the food? You're like, yeah, okay.
No, because you're ordering
It's the
to go.
same thing.
It is not the same thing.
I came for the experience.
I came for the experience, so I
I
sit down,
came
I
for the
enjoy it.
atmosphere, and now I'm like, I'm done with this. I still have food. I'll take the rest and finish it at home. It's no different than takeaway. I just got the best of both worlds.
You're crazy as a goat.
How-
Which brings me to the product of the week. Okay, we want to say thank you to Beeeh Beer.
Bad.
Beeeh
Isn't it
Beer.
bad?
No. Entonces tú estás loco como una cabra. Las
Porque
cabras.
cabra es crazy in español, ¿no?
Yes, the goat.
goat.
Not as the goat as you're the greatest of all time. No, you're crazy como una cabra. Estás como una cabra. Vale, queremos agradecer a Beeeh Beer, que es un chico catalán, que él dice, y uso sus palabras, no es un experto, pero es un apasionado de las cervezas. So, I found this on Instagram while scrolling down, right? I was talking to my cousin and we're scrolling looking for beers, but also looking for animals because that's all my feed in Instagram.
Oh, beers and animals. That's your feed.
And I saw, yes. And we saw this face. And I thought it was the most hilarious thing ever. So he has a reel that you put in. It says, you know, that trendy audio that says, how does your life sound? And then it goes, ah! So I thought it was hilarious. But then I got to learn more about the brand. So let me open it. There is a trick to drink it, by the way.
I thought it was going to go bad when you open it.
No, that's how you drink it. Así se bebe esta cerveza. Antes de probarla, tienes que hacer be y luego la pruebas.
So I have to say that and then drink it?
Sí, it gives a special taste. Chin chin.
Bad.
Be. Oh, wow.
Tastes like an IPA.
It is an IPA.
Ah, it is an IPA.
It is an IPA. And it's citruses, but it's really refreshing. And even though it's 6% alcohol, because we have to mention this, it's 6% alcohol, it's very easy to drink. It doesn't have that empalagoso feeling.
No, it doesn't, because I am not an IPA fan, but this is not bad.
And it's because of the citrics, because you like claras. And so you can feel the citrics in it. So, great things about this brand. The guy is super majo. Majísimo. And he's in love with protecting animals. So 10% of all his sales, even the ones that he donates, like the one that he's giving to us, he's donating 10% of the value to this sanctuary called Santuario Buena Vida.
That is awesome.
Over there, they rescue cabritas, hay cabritas allí. But he also, they also do dogs and cats, and they save any animal that is going through rough times to keep them away from weird humans.
You have those out here?
Yes.
I like
Yeah.
this product of the week. This is
Yeah.
definitely a great product of the week. I
So
can get
thank
behind
you,
this.
thank you so much.
Does this goat have a name? Is this like a special goat or is this like a random one?
Beeeh. Beeeh.
Wait,
Que es una
what
muy
does it
buena
say?
causa.
Cada vez que no acabas tu cerveza, una cabrita tierna y adorable muere.
¿Lo has entendido?
Every time you don't finish your beer,
Ajá.
¿qué es tierna?
Soft.
Soft and
gentle,
adorable.
Delicate, yeah.
Thing die?
Sí. Así que para los que os guste la cerveza, os recomendamos que la probéis. La podéis pedir en su página de Instagram, tienen la página web. Esto no es una colaboración pagada ni nada, pero sí que es verdad que nos las ha dado gratis.
Puedo decir.
Y aquí está interrumpiéndome. Que tengo que decirlo por ley.
Lo siento, porque españolas tiene no chill.
Tenemos un sentido de humor un poco negro.
Porque este es muy bien y me encanta cómo todo el mundo quiere hacer algo y muy fuerte.
Sí.
Siempre, muy fuerte.
Siempre, claro, vamos
porque
ahí a todas.
este es una bien, ¿cómo dices? Cause. Like, it's a good cause.
Es una buena causa.
Sí, y muy divertido.
Muy divertido. Además,
Muy
los reels
divertida.
del chico en
Sí,
Instagram.
sí,
la leche.
pero con muy divertida y alrededor
Es nuestro
queso.
humor negro, cariño. Eso no lo
Madre
podemos
mía.
perder, claro. Es que estas cosas hay que guardarlas. De hecho, hay una en his Instagram post. There is one photo, like a carousel, that it says, "If you're not drinking beer with me, then you're drinking beer against me." Y tiene la foto de la cabra
I
con
love
la
it.
cerveza.
I love it.
Es
It's
genial.
awesome.
Now, what I will have to say about the takeaway, la cajita,
Sí.
is that our portions are not humongous like you have in the US. So, how many people really leave food behind?
In the US or
No, no,
aquí?
aquí, de que tú
En
hayas
España?
visto, sí.
Sí, pero vale. No mucho porque tienes tapas y es más pequeño. Pero en Estados Unidos tenemos muy grandes platos.
Claro, por eso allí es normal,
Sí.
pero aquí no.
Listen, when you order like 12 different tapas, you don't finish them all. And granted, you have a sharing culture where everyone is getting hands in.
Ajá.
But like I told you with the sharing culture, I understand it now. See, now, think about this.
It's like clicking as you're talking.
It's
You're talking,
clicking.
and you're
I
like,
got this. Watch, listen to this. See, now you have a sharing culture, right? So we can order 10 tapas to a table if we have the whole family with us. Everybody's digging in. But you have a Bryan at your table, and that Bryan is very unhappy because Bryan didn't get to enjoy as much food as he wanted.
don't go out with that, Bryan. Simple.
And if you have a Bryan at your table, Bryan wants more food. So Bryan should order more food, but then if it's too much, then Bryan
Then he should eat it so he shut up the next time.
No, because now I have to over order to make sure that just in case the other hands are going to be in my stuff.
Pero you can
Now-
order just whatever minimum, and then you can order more because we don't take a life to bring food,
think-
and we can stay
Exactly.
longer.
We already know I don't want to stay longer. Also, on top of that, do you think I want to wait to try to grab the waiter?
No tengáis un Bryan en vuestras vidas.
It's the truth. Like, if I have to sit there and wait, I want to order what I want so this way I don't have to track down the waiter. Because the waiter ain't coming to check on you. They're not coming to check on you.
Because no somos agobiantes como los estadounidenses.
Claro,
que están, ¿estás bien? ¿Estás bien? ¿Estás bien?
Perfecta.
Sí, gracias.
Entonces, no toca mi comida.
Nadie va a tocar tu comida. No, pues pídete lo que te dé la gana.
Madre mía. See, I can't win.
No, you can't.
Listen, this is why we give big portion sizes in the US, so that you're full, and whatever you don't eat, you take home. So I shouldn't feel embarrassed to take home my food.
Listen, that is changing, okay? But let me tell you why it makes more sense in the US too to have takeaway versus in the US in Spain. You guys for breakfast can have whatever you didn't eat the night before.
You can't?
Eso aquí no se hace. A ver, si te vas de fiesta y al día siguiente vienes a casa con mucha hambre y no te has comido un kebab o unos churros y tal, sí. But otherwise, nobody's gonna wake up and have Chinese food for breakfast.
I'm having Chinese food, pizza.
I know, I've seen you. Pero aquí no hay costumbre de eso, so it doesn't make sense that you go out at nighttime, for example, you eat something and then whatever you didn't eat, you bring it home to have it for breakfast.
It's not to have it for breakfast. I might have it as a late night snack. It's not like I'm going from the restaurant to home and directly in my bed.
So you're saying that your portions are bigger in the US, you get to
Yes.
take the food home, and then
Yes.
you can eat it in the middle of the evening, night,
yes.
madrugada, and then we wonder why there's obesity levels in the US?
We don't have to go to obesity levels. How you skip to all that? That is not the point.
That's what I'm thinking, because I'm like, if I have
You're
a
thinking
glass
about
of
the wrong
milk late at
things.
night, I already like 2 kilos more the next day.
Maybe your stomach hurt. You didn't really feel like eating, and you just wanted to take it home. Regardless, it's my food to take home. I paid for the damn thing. I should be able to take it home.
You sound like a fat ass.
No, it's not about being a fat ass. It's that I want what I paid for. Is that not a thing? Like, granted, I know, and also our food is more, expensive in the U.S. Like, we pay
And
much
worse
more.
quality, reason why you shouldn't take it home, but okay.
Is this like the part of the video where you have to like find every bad thing about the U.S.? Like,
Is this the video where you have to complain about Spain?
I'm
all
not
the time?
complaining about. It's not about that. I'm making a point, and you have to go to the extra point of the negative. Why do we have to keep going there? You go into obesity levels.
It's in my blood.
All I'm saying is that it's about having, if I paid for it, especially if I'm paying $30 for a plate and I don't finish it, I want to take it home or else I'm not going to, feel like I have anything. It's mine.
You're taking it.
I understand that.
Listen, in Spain, we go out for the experience as well. As you know, we go out to have lunch, dinner, etc. with friends. We don't go just to like sit down and indulge the food, right? So we take longer, one, and two, it's about the experience. It's about being outside, unas croquetitas así bien crujientes por fuera, que estén fresquitas, un pescadito frito fresco. All that needs to be eaten in the moment because if you eat it later, it doesn't have the same texture, it doesn't have the same flavor, it doesn't hit the same. So you want to experience that, one, in una terracita or in a nice restaurant, and then with your friends and everything else. The problem in the US, you have like 30 to 45 minutes to eat, even on weekends, because they're kicking you out. So obviously you're like, okay, I can't finish this. Let me take it.
How?
Con el ansia.
First off, I can admit that in Spain, you guys enjoy your food. You love your food. But do not sit there and act like you're thinking about, yeah, this is great. You're there for the conversation. You're there for the gossip. You're there for all the juicy stories.
cotilleo.
Yeah, that's what you're there for. The food is like the caveat. It's delicious. It helps. It's the bridge in all the conversations, which you guys don't need a bridge. You just keep talking over each other. But it's the good, like, oh, this is delicious. Que rico. Oh, yeah, see. And then you continue on with the conversation. So don't sit there and act like you're thinking about, oh, this croqueta is just the oro crujientas.
Depende. No, if you go to a restaurant where the food is a little bit more like...
Pija?
Not pija, pero up-notch.
But if it is that way, then yes, you're going to sit there and think about the food because why? You're paying for it. And it's more expensive than going to your regular bar or anything. So then you're thinking about the food.
Yeah, so you eat it. You don't take it home later.
Yes, you eat it, obviously. But what my point is that you're not there thinking about the food like that the way you're describing. You're there for the gossip. Therefore, you took me off track of my point, but therefore... if that's the case, it's not about that. It's about being able to take it home. What if I want to enjoy the food? This croqueta is so good, I'm going to enjoy this on my couch watching some anime.
Then you order it to go.
So what's the difference?
You don't sit down in the restaurant.
So I can't do both?
No.
I only could do one or the other.
I mean, listen, what about you guys? ¿Por qué no nos dejáis en los comentarios? Si os da vergüenza pedir comida para llevar, en plan, no de que llegáis y digas, tal, no sé qué, quiero esto para llevar, sino estáis sentados en un restaurante, os sobra comida, os la lleváis a casa, pedís la cajita para el perro, o la pedís para vosotros directamente. I'm guessing that in big cities, it's more common to like get the food back home versus smaller towns. No lo sé, contárnoslo.
Listen, you guys, listen, small towns, they serve like...
Are you going to believe whatever they say in the comments? Versus what I say?
I trust you guys much more. I trust you, please.
Much more? You marry me. Explain it to me.
Please.
El que tiene vergüenza ni come ni almuerza.
Someone who has shame doesn't eat what?
Doesn't eat for lunch or for almuerzo, the middle morning food.
So if you have shame, you don't eat, basically.
Yes. Because if you're shameful of something, then you don't ask for things. So, el que no, yeah, that. That you have to be shameless. So, going along with your thought process about, we don't do this because of shame.
So you say,
it is true that if you're shameful, then you won't eat. So
you're saying I'm shameless? Is that what you're saying? I'm shameless?
Eres un sinvergüenza.
Es verdad. Porque yo... Los gatos. Yo quiero mi comida. Si no termina en el restaurante...
Te la llevas a casa.
Sí.
Claro, entonces tú sí comes y tú también almuerzas, porque no tienes vergüenza.
Porque es mi dinero y también mi comida.
Vale. Haz lo que quieras. Yo me la voy a comer en el sitio. Ve.